For me, theme parks are probably one of the greatest things that I do with my free time. I love them so much. You go there with friends, you have a nice social gathering in a nice area. You're surrounded by some really fun and interesting people. They're in cool costumes. You can get some questionable food, but somehow it always hits the spot in just the right way that it makes you feel terrible when you get home after the theme park. And I think the same reasons why I love theme parks are the same reasons why I love conventions. Because I'm still going with my friends. I'm seeing a lot of people from out of town. People are still in costume. And you get a lot of food that makes you question your life choices at the end of the day. Hey, boys, how's it going? It's your favorite video game news guy, Scootish, back at it again with some video game news. Let's go. Please be sure to click that subscribe button. Help out the channel, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would help a lot. Thanks so much. What we're talking about today, boys, is PAX East. Probably one of my favorite conventions. Why? Because it takes place in my hometown, Boston, Massachusetts. I'm from Boston. I like the Red Sox. I like the Patriots. I know I'm a terrible person for those reasons, and I'm aware of that. And that's probably the first step. But PAX East is probably one of the best examples of a convention. It's filled to the brim with games. It's not too long of lines when you're waiting to try demos. And all my friends go to it, and it's just a good congregation of people, and you just have the best experience whenever you go, in my opinion at least, and it's always thrilling to see, and you got some big companies that go there. Sony has gone a couple of years, Square Enix is always a big hitter for me, and Nintendo is a frequent at this event. Now, during the COVID pandemic, obviously the convention shut down because it's a bad idea to get a congregation of people there. And then once it came back after the pandemic, Nintendo was nowhere to be seen. They just didn't go to PAX East anymore, and I kind of just assumed, they're kind of just done doing conventions. Well, thank God I was wrong, because a few months ago, they actually announced that they were coming back to PAX East, and I was over the moon excited. Why? Because PAX East is a great place to show off new games that they're working on. Now, Nintendo's having a slow year. They're not really releasing any new games, except for one new game that I think everyone's excited for, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I've been so excited for that game since they announced it at E3 all those years ago, when they just called it a sequel to the Breath of the Wild, and everyone calls it Breath of the Wild 2 now, and I still kind of refer to it as Breath of the Wild 2 and not by Tears of the Kingdom, even though I know it's Tears of the Kingdom. It's one of those just annoying things that the fandom called it Breath of the Wild 2, and now, it's hard to teach yourself how to say something. Well, that's what I assumed. That's what everyone thought they were going to show at PAX East. Well, unfortunately, Nintendo has come forward and said that they are not showing Tears of the Kingdom at PAX East. They were quoted saying Nintendo's presence at the show will be dedicated to competitive play activities. More details will be revealed at a later date. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom will not be shown at PAX East 2023. This Nintendo Versus that they're doing is nothing new. They've done it a couple times at all the PAXs that I've been to. They did it at PAX West most recently, where they did Splatoon and Smash Brothers, and I'm assuming they'll do Splatoon, Smash Brothers, and probably Mario Kart to push the DLC a little bit harder and a little bit further as well. They also let us know that the Pokemon Company is going to be there as well, showing off the trading card game. That's kind of exciting because they might be showing off the new trading card game that they announced in the Pokemon Presents, where it's just the original card game, which is going to be a huge collector's item. I think that's exciting. I think that's fun. I'm kind of thrilled to see that. But I am bummed that Tears of the Kingdom isn't going to be shown. And we actually have a map of the size of the booth that they have, and it's fairly large comparatively to all the other booths. So people, when they saw how much plot of land they rented from PAX, I kind of thought they were going to show Tears of the Kingdom as well. I don't think they're just going to have a Versus event. I think they are going to do something for the Mario movie as well. Because if you look at the Mario movie website, you can go down to Van Tour, and you can actually see where this van will show up in the world. It was in New York on Mario Day, and it looks like its next stop is going to be in Boston the same weekend as PAX East. And hey, you know what? That's pretty cool that you get to see the van from the Mario Bros. Movie. They're probably going to maybe show a little clips and trailers from the movie as well, just on a loop, on repeat. Nothing that we haven't seen before, but that's what they're probably going to do. And it's exciting that they're giving it their all for the movie, but it bums me out. It does bum me out that there isn't really that much video gaming news that they're showing this year, and it's sad that they have one big release and they're not really doing anything really big and special for it. I know when we get closer, they're probably going to be doing big launch events, but I just want to see the game. I want to get my grubby little hands on it. I don't know. I know I shouldn't lick a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm sure it will be really exciting and really fun when it does eventually come out. What do you guys think? Are you bummed by this news? Were you guys going to PAX East expecting to play Tears of the Kingdom? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys all later. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.